Fluffy's pre-adventure panic, the passport predicament. When the morning began with Emma rummaging through the closet, I didn't think much of it. Humans are always losing things, keys, socks, dignity. But when she yanked out the cat carrier and started dusting it off, I knew something sinister was afoot. Why the carrier? I thought, leaping from my perch on the armrest to investigate. Is she planning a heist? A getaway? No, wait, this has the stench of vet visit all over it. Emma, oblivious to my rising panic, cheerfully tossed the carrier onto the floor. "Big day ahead, Fluffy," she chirped. "We need to get you ready for our trip." Her tone was too bright, too forced, the kind of tone people use when they're about to ruin your life. "A trip," she says, I muttered, narrowing my eyes. "Where are we going? Alcatraz?" The motorbike of doom. 15 minutes later, I found myself zipped into the backpack-style cat carrier that Emma straps onto her back when we ride her motorbike. As the engine roared to life, I clung to the mesh sides, my fur puffed up like a marshmallow in a microwave. Nothing screams adventure like being carted through traffic on a glorified lawnmower, I thought, glaring at the back of Emma's helmet. The ride was bumpy, cold and loud. Emma weaved through cars with the grace of a caffeinated squirrel, while I contemplated my existence. This is how it ends, I mused, not with a dignified nap on the windowsill, but with a kamikaze ride to the vet. The waiting room circus. The vet's waiting room was a cacophony of chaos. Dogs barked, cats hissed, and a parrot in the corner screamed something that made the receptionist turn beet red. "Karen's a scent!" the parrot squawked over and over again. I blinked. Did that parrot just call someone a... Oh, this is going to be fun. A pudgy dachshund waddled by, his leash held by an equally pudgy human. He gave me a disdainful sniff. "Careful, hot dog," I growled. "One more look, and you're on the menu." Meanwhile, Karen, yes, there was a Karen, was berating the staff because her Pomeranian didn't have a silk-lined bed in the exam room. "This place has gone downhill," she screeched. "Back in my day, vets respected their clients." "Back in your day, dinosaurs roamed the earth," I muttered, earning a glare from the dachshund. The parrot squawked again, this time yelling, "Woke go broke." I couldn't help but snicker. Finally a bird with some wisdom, I thought. The exam room horror. When it was my turn, Emma carried me into the exam room like I was a prized turkey. The vet, a perky woman with too much energy, greeted us with an unnervingly cheerful smile. "Let's get started," she chirped, snapping on a pair of gloves. "Let's not," I thought, flattening myself against the table. First came the general health check. Ears, eyes, teeth, most humiliatingly, my weight. 7 kilos, the vet announced. Emma raised an eyebrow. "Is that normal?" "Perfectly healthy," the vet replied, "although he might want to lay off the snacks." I glared at her. "Listen, lady, I'm not big-boned. I'm fluffy." Then came the rabies shot. "This might sting a little," the vet said, producing a needle the size of a javelin. "Oh, you think?" I growled. "Try jabbing yourself with that harpoon and tell me it stings a little." The moment the needle went in, I let out a yowl so dramatic it could have won an Oscar. "Great," I muttered as Emma tried to console me. "Now I'm vaccinated against rabies and dignity." The microchip incident. Just when I thought the worst was over, the vet pulled out a device that looked like a miniature cattle prod. "This is for the microchip," she explained. "A what now?" I thought, narrowing my eyes. "It's a quick procedure," she continued. "We implant it under the skin so we can track him if he ever gets lost." "Track me?" I hissed. "I'm not a fugitive." The insertion was over in seconds, but the indignity lingered. I pawed at my neck, glaring at Emma. "You've turned me into a walking GPS," I growled. "What's next? A barcode? An ankle monitor?" The ride home. As we sped home on Emma's motorbike, I sulked in my carrier, licking my wounded pride. The rabies shot, the microchip, the Karen in the waiting room. It was all too much. Emma, oblivious to my plight, hummed a cheerful tune as we zipped through traffic. "Adventure," she says, I thought bitterly. If this is what preparation looks like, I'm terrified to see the real thing. Back at the flat, Emma unzipped the carrier and set me free. I bolted under the bed where I could safely plot my revenge. But as I lay there nursing my bruised ego, I overheard her on the phone. She was talking about our upcoming trip, about Europe, new places, and unforgettable memories. Unforgettable, I thought. She has no idea what she signed up for. Despite everything, a small part of me was intrigued. Maybe this adventure wouldn't be so bad. Maybe it would even be fun. But if she thought I'd make it easy, she was sorely mistaken. Europe, I muttered, curling up for a nap. Here comes Fluffy. And Europe? You're not ready for me.